All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I would have much rather have been in the council chamber with a packed house, and a lot of your colleagues hopefully would have been here, but with the conditions we're in our country today, this is the way we have to do it. So it's still a pretty exciting day for Chaska, I will tell you that. We were just kind of having a quick conversation here that our belief is Ryan is the third police chief in modern times, with fourth. With Blas Liberman, I don't have any years, and we went to Greg Scholl, and then Chief Knight, and now Chief Seibert. So that's pretty big shoes to step into and fill in. So it's very, very exciting times for us. But I do, before I get going with the stuff for the new chief, I want to say thanks to Ben. Ben stepping in and being an interim chief, that's a tough position to step into. I've done it in my position. Everybody likes to come to you and say, let's change this, and let's buy this, and let's do that. And it's hard because they're all your friends. You worked alongside of them for a long time, and all of a sudden you make that big jump in escalation. So I know that's challenging, but you've done a great job, and I know you had some good help with Chris and Tony helping you out and helping you with a lot of the operational and scheduling things. So that certainly takes a lot of that off you, but thank you very much for that. That's a big thing, and we needed to fill that gap till we got to this point. So with that, Ryan, if you want to come on up here, and we can get started here in a minute, but I gotta do a couple things before we get going here. I gotta get ready to go here. So hang on, we gotta do this. We gotta be correct here. Hang on. Don't worry, none of these PPE will be harmed in this process. If I can still get them on, it's been a while. There we go. Maybe we'll do the one-handed glove here. But anyways, Brian, welcome to Chaska. I can't do this on. Gotta have a little fun in this crazy times that we're living in. We have to laugh at things, or otherwise we'll start crying. So, but anyways, Ryan, I know this is a challenging time for you to come into with all that's going on in the craziness, and you inherited a whole new schedule for your officers beside. That is probably, the corona's one thing, but a schedule change for police officers is probably the next worst thing that you could possibly ever imagine. So, but what I'm hearing is many are excited. I'm sure not everyone likes new schedules, but you know what? And Ben kept saying, Monday, I don't care, it's Ryan's problem. That's all he kept saying. So, but anyways, so I'm very happy that you decided not to run away on us after this process with all this going on and everything going on, and I'm so happy that you were able to say, yeah, this is where I want to come. And like I said, I know it's not easy leaving your job, but the good thing is I know your family's close, so you don't have to relocate. That would be another big challenge. So that's really pretty cool for you. So I'm really excited, and we're really happy to have you. I wasn't in on any of the interviews, but everybody I had that I've talked to in it, they seemed to all zero in on you very quickly. So that gave me a real good, strong sense of feeling that you were the guy that's going to fit into this community. So we're happy to have you. So with that, let's do your oath. So if you'd raise your right hand. I, Ryan J. Seibert.
I, Ryan J. Seibert.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
That I support the Constitution of the United States of America.
That I support the Constitution of the United States of America.
And the Constitution of the State of Minnesota.
And the Constitution of the State of Minnesota.
I will now and live by the Chaska Police Department.
I will now and live by the Chaska Police Department.
The State of Minnesota mandated.
The State of Minnesota mandated.
Law Enforcement Code of Ethics.
Law Enforcement Code of Ethics.
I will faithfully and impartially discharge all duties.
I will faithfully and impartially discharge all duties.
As a Chaska police officer.
As a Chaska police officer.
For the City of Chaska.
For the City of Chaska.
In the County of Carver.
In the County of Carver.
To which I have been appointed.
To which I have been appointed.
To the best of my knowledge.
To the best of my knowledge.
And ability, so help me God.
And ability, so help me God.
Welcome, Ryan. Hang on, we're gonna we're gonna do our social distancing and we're gonna shake hands.
Congratulations. That's a first.
Well, Ryan, if you'd like to say a few things, the floor is certainly yours at this point, so.
Pin the badge.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, I forgot that. And would you come up and pin the badge, please?
No pressure.
Little blood is good. You did poke holes in the shirt first, didn't you? Okay.
Certainly reflective of the times that we are in right now. And I can tell you from my experience coming in as an outsider to the city, you know, like anybody else, when I showed up for the first round of interviews and then the second round of interviews, obviously I was very nervous. But I can tell you, just part of the organizational culture, both on the city side as well as the police department, has been very inviting. To the point that when I was part of that interview process, I relaxed. And I think it is very much just indicative of the city culture and the dedication to the community. It definitely has shown very apparently. And I'm humble, also very excited to have been selected as the next chief of police here in Chaska. Everybody that I've met, like I said, has been very welcoming, very inviting, and I have no doubt that the staff at the police department, a very dedicated group of individuals, remind me a great deal of the city in which I come from in Robbinsdale, having served there. The city's populations are a little different, but the police department sizes are very comparable. And why that's important is it requires a high degree of dedication from the staff to carry out the mission successfully. So again, I know times are a little different right now with COVID, but I do appreciate my family being here today. I think support networks and law enforcement are very important, especially my wife, Ann. I want to recognize what she has to put up with sometimes with me. She's always a very good ear to talk about stress and things like that on the job. But like I've told the staff, obviously with COVID, things might be a little different. I might not be able to meet individually with people like I had planned initially, but that's certainly in the cards once we get to that point. And I'm very much looking forward of both embracing the hard work that's been done and working with the dedicated staff, and then also just furthering that culture to whatever degree we can. And lastly, I do want to recognize Deputy Chief Ben Anderson for all the hard work that he has undoubtedly done, and he has been instrumental, and I think will continue being so in helping me transition to Chaska. Thank you.
Say a couple things.
Congratulations.
By the way, did you guys notice I wore my blue in honor of the police, and I put a sport coat on. That's impressive.
Well, first of all, I want to welcome all the family here. I know this is weird times, but I'm really glad that you guys were all able to be a part of this. Obviously, this is a real special day for Ryan and his family. We're super excited to have Ryan on board. One of the things that you'll come to hear a lot when you work here is what our mission is to be the best small town in Minnesota. And it means a lot to what we do and what we, how we sort of structure ourselves and how we like to try to provide service. And I'm just confident, having gotten to know Ryan over the last couple months here, that he's going to be just an absolute great addition to the team, and I really look forward to working with him and getting to know him better. I can say, just like the mayor did, when we went through the interview process, it was really sort of a cool thing because you have all these applications that come in, and you go through that process, and you don't know people when you start that process, but you go through, and I always talk with department heads, we gotta trust the process, and the process really brought us to Ryan. It became really clear for everybody that was involved. We had department heads and we had staff members, we had all the police department as part of it, council members. It was just, everybody came to Ryan as being just a great choice for the city. So I'm super excited. I've been waiting for this day for a long time, so look forward to it. And sorry it has to be under these circumstances, but it can only go up from here. So that's a good thing when you start during a difficult time. So thank you to everybody. I know there's some treats over here, so help yourself. But really appreciate everybody being a part of it. Thank you.